Hi, everybody. I'm Sharon Hollis. Sue has asked me to come in and talk a little bit about prayer, and I'm honored to do that. I grew up in the home of a pastor, and my dad was a Pentecostal pastor. My mother was a wonderful pastor's wife. I was a typical preacher's kid, and I own that. And after growing up, I became a minister myself. And 7 years ago, let's say it like this, I dropped my basket. I went through a life-changing experience after a surgery that just really rewired my mind. In other words, what happened to me is I took a trip back to the garden, and that's where I found God. And my prayer life changed because of that. I used to get on my knees and pray with my eyes closed, my head bowed, or flat on my face before God. And what I've learned is that everything I say and even my actions manifest like prayer. Proverbs 18:21 says it really good. The power of life and death is in the tongue. I can lift someone up with my words, and I can tear someone down. Speaking is like an unchecked fire. It grows every minute. So if I am not saying wonderful things, if I'm not speaking life, what am I speaking into myself? What am I speaking to you? What am I speaking to people that I don't agree with? That's the big thing today, right? In the United States, oh my goodness, are we not experiencing all kinds of... These words are not just thrown around. They're manifesting, and we're seeing. We're seeing what good is being manifested, and we're seeing what bad is being manifested. That's not really my point, though. My point is about us. How can we pray in a way that manifests God's will in our lives, in a way that is uplifting? I don't pray. I don't literally speak a word. I don't literally decree something in my life unless I know that God's going to pull it through. He's going to manifest that thing into my life. I was diagnosed with possible ovarian cancer in 2013. And right before I had surgery, the ultrasound showed that my left ovary was just really eaten up with a great big tumor that was very cancerous. And in my spirit, I just knew that wasn't how my story goes. And so I told my doctor that. I said, this is not how my story goes. And he says to me, I understand denial is a very strong thing. And I said, my God's bigger than denial. This is not how my story goes. Short story. He goes in to do my surgery a month later, and all he can find is scar tissue where a tumor used to be. I still have my ovaries. And I wrote that down. I wrote it down. The written word and the spoken word is so powerful. So when you pray, pray believing, doubt not. And when you really get in line and know that God is backing you, and when I say get in line, I mean center yourself and know that you are a holy child of God, that He said you're worthy and nobody else can change that. You'll know. You won't just believe that it might happen, that your best hope is that it will happen. You'll know. God's got it. So I would like to encourage you to speak positive into all of us. Speak positive into your life for sure. Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And we really don't love other people really, really well when we're being hard on us, do we? It's really hard to be good to other people when we're giving ourselves a hard time. Just remember this. Your spoken word, your written word is as powerful as the Creator. You will manifest what you believe. You will manifest what your spirit knows to be true. So if it knows to be true that you're no good, that's how your life will go. If your spirit knows that it's a holy child of God, that you are a holy child of God, and that you deserve only the best, that's how your life will go. There may be more where this came from. I'd like to break that down a little bit one day, but we'll see. In the meantime, I pray that you're blessed and highly favored and empowered to prosper, and that you know your no, and that you are God's, and nobody can take that away. Have a good evening.